Here we are again. Har's here to taste two more varieties of mango, and one is some Pari, that's from India, and we have a little bit of fruit this year, and this other one is M4, which you have had a special connection with since you picked Gary Zill's Grove in 2015, right?
Yes, I liked it tremendously, and Gary Zill's sister Marlis and I campaigned for it to be propagated. Gary agreed that it was a wonderful fruit when it fruited, but he said the tree fruited every other year, so he wasn't in favor of promoting it. But all the rest of us who tried it said it was just too good to condemn for that one reason.
And I mean, there's really not enough experience with this particular variety to know if you've thinned the fruit one year, if you're going to have a crop the next year, or, you know, whatever. I mean, there's sometimes a tree can be an alternate bearer in one location but not in another.
And this was the original seedling tree. None had been grafted to observe how grafted trees perform, which can sometimes be different from the original seedling. And I still don't know how the grafted trees perform as far as alternate bearing or regular bearing.
So it's a variety that I'm grafting here, top working to some trees, so hopefully we'll have some experience with it in a couple years. This is, I don't know if this one might be too ripe. You said smelling too ripe?
Smells good to me.
Okay. There's a soft side that I'm cutting away from.
As I said on the forum 2 or 3 years ago, it's supremely delicious. Even though Miss Chris thought it was a bit overripe, it's still chewy, firm near the skin, a little softer near the seed. Very, very rich, complex flavor.
So how would you describe this flavor?
As in comparing to other fruits, you mean?
Or if there different flavors that are familiar that are part of the spectrum of the whole taste here? Well,
I'm not into comparing it to mixed alcoholic beverages and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's
it's just a really wonderful mango.
Photographer has any hints on the flavor.
I'll pass on eating any more skin of this one.
It has cantaloupe and coconut flavors.
That's a good assessment.
Do you taste coconut in it?
Yeah, I know that you have a problem tasting coconut in mangoes. It's but you taste coconut in coconut, right? It's just not a flavor you pick up in mangoes. But yeah, I think that coconut and cantaloupe is hits a lot of the flavors, a description of a lot of the flavors that are in here, but it's beyond that. It's amazingly rich and flavorful, especially for a late season variety.
Yeah, the only other late season variety that I know of that's this rich is the Orange Essence. The cotton candy comes close too.
And Kent's pretty darn good too as far as the richness, but it's a different part of the a different flavor entirely. So you ready for some Pari?
Yeah, this M4 is very good, and I think I've had even better M4. You know, more ripened differently, on a different branch with more sun or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what's amazing about this fruit is there is definitely a spot on the back of this that I didn't carve from, but you know, this definitely does not look like delicious on that side, but that didn't seem to affect the rest of the fruit. Sometimes when you have a soft, rotten looking spot, that off flavor can just spread throughout the whole fruit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this one was very good, just like it was. Mm-hmm. So second one, it's on Pari, and this is feeling like it's at a very crisp stage. So we'll see how that works out. Just had a few fruit last year, and it looks like this is going to work out very well. Nice and juicy.
Excellent aroma. Even better aroma than the M4. How about you?
Yeah, it smells great. I'm already into tasting it though. Mm-hmm.
Very spicy.
Yeah, it's got a nice rich flavor. A lot of the Indian mangoes that taste great in India don't taste as good when grown in Florida, but I'm told that this is like 90% of what it's like in India, and it certainly is a very nice mango. Nice texture, very rich.
Yeah, the texture is as smooth as a Florigon.
So, any mango that it reminds you of?
Any other top tier mango?
Yeah, I would say that you don't want to get it all the way ripe, from at least judging from this fruit, because if we had gotten any riper, I don't think it would be as good.
Correct.
It's sometimes, you know, you have to eat mangoes when they're a little bit green-skinned even to get the right level of ripeness.
Obviously this could get a little sweeter riper, but then you would lose the acid balance. Yeah, it's a really nice balance at this stage of ripeness. Very refreshing.
So 2 strong mango varieties here.
Yeah.
Give you a little energy boost in the middle of the afternoon, right?
Sure does. Mango pick-me-up.
So, Tar, thanks for stopping by and having a seat at the tasting table here.
It's the best.